Joining me now, New York Democratic Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. I want to talk to you about impeachment and a lot more, but let's react first to this. You're an attorney. You are a United States Senator. It is disgraceful. 611 families still separated, the children from their parents. You've got young kids. But any human being has to react to this.
Andrea, I agree with you. I think it's an outrage. It is something so inhumane and morally wrong. It's just one of the many scars that President Trump has put on this nation that will take a long time to heal. We need to reunite those families. We need to do the work it takes to find the families and put them back together again. I think his policy from the beginning was extremely harmful, not only to the rule of law, but to the moral compass of this country. And I look forward to President Biden restoring our name and our position in the world, and also having a far more humanitarian-based policy for immigration in this country.
I mean, we've got barcodes on packages being delivered across the nation, especially as people are in lockdown. And we can track packages, but we can't track children. On to impeachment. Mitch McConnell, what is your read of what's going to happen? Chuck Schumer obviously has his hands full and trying to figure out when and if there'll be a Senate trial.
So Mitch has refused to call anyone back in until the 19th. And so he, I think, will leave the impeachment trial to Senator Schumer. We are obligated under the Constitution to actually conduct a trial because the article of impeachment has been voted for and sent over from the House. And so our job is to review that article of impeachment, to conduct a trial, and to decide on conviction. This is a very simple allegation. It is incitement to insurrection. We could conduct a trial in a very short amount of time because the evidence that's needed is pretty direct. It's President Trump's own statements. It is how the violent mob reacted to those statements. And that is the presentation of the case. And so I think, Andrea, we could conduct a trial in a very relatively short time. This article of impeachment is nothing like the previous articles of impeachment, which were highly complex, relied on multiple witnesses, multiple documents. The allegations themselves were complex. This is a simple and direct case. So I think we could do the trial fairly quickly. We also could, if given the okay from the parliamentarian, conduct the trial at the same time we are putting through President Biden's nominees for his cabinet and for his government. We could do both things at the same time. We could also be able to pass a very large COVID relief package in the immediate days. We could even address the impeachment trial after a few legislative days on President Biden's most urgent priorities, which would include, of course, money going to the cities and the states across the country, money going for vaccines and for a health force, money for our first responders and our healthcare system, and for people who are unemployed. So I think we can walk and chew gum at the same time. I think we can do both these things together, but that'll be up to both the parliamentarian and Senator Schumer deciding what's the best approach after inauguration.
And do you think the inauguration can be held safely, including especially the swearing in outdoors?
I do. We have our greatest security minds who have been working on this since May. They understand what happened on January 6th. We are far more prepared and have a strategy for safety and security for every person who is present. I do believe the presence of the National Guard around the Capitol is a real show of force and is creating a sense of calmness as well as a sense of security. And so I do have faith that our teams on the ground will be able to allow for a peaceful transition of power and a inauguration that people can not only be inspired by, but be proud of.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.